Okay, let's talk about what this package can do with so-called metadata management. So here's something you can do. Uh, if we look, well, we better look at that first. So we had this before. Let's run it again. And then let's see what we have there. This is going to give me the path. And then let's look at, so that's these files here. So now looking at this, this is the first file, right? Because if we check is list crude, we see that crude is a list. And so the first element means this means the first element of that list. So that means the first document. So what we're doing is we're adding a metadata tag called creator. So like, who's the creator of this file? Who made this file? So we're just adding that little extra piece of information to that file. So if you, and we're saying it's anonymous. Okay? And then, well, actually before we do that, if I run meta crude like this, I'll see these are the meta tags that are used here, and all of these. But what you won't see here is creator is not here. Okay, that's not one of the tags for this one. But if we run this like this, and then do this again, now hopefully we'll find somewhere, maybe not, oh here, but it's supposed to be author. I guess I thought that wasn't the case, but I guess this refers to author, because now author has something, whereas before author didn't have anything. So we've added something to author by doing this. So now he says for the story, for the corpora story, it's a bit more difficult. In other words, if you want to assign something not to individual pieces but to the whole corpora. Corpora in this package have two types of metadata. One is the metadata on the corpus level, and then the other is metadata related to individual documents. So it's, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what this is about, but in the form of a data frame. So you could do this here. And now this is assigning something to the entire corpus, and then you can see what it did by doing this, and you'll see that you created a tag called test for the entire corpus, not for the individual items. So when we do this, remember last time we did it this way, and that was for an individual item we're checking, but here we're checking for the whole corpus called crude. Here we don't have the individual item listed here, and this we also I guess specified that we want it for the whole corpus. And then we see that we assigned a new tag, and it has this value, and we see that here. Okay, and then there's another way to do this, which I don't quite get, so you can figure it out if you want to. But I don't think we're going to need this metadata stuff, but it's just good to take a look. So then they say, next, you can use standard operators and functions. So we've seen some of these, although they look a little bit strange. But they're actually functions. We didn't really talk about too much that this is actually a function. And we've certainly used that one, and I think we've used this one too. So that you can apply them. It says, for example, this concatenates two or more corpora, and so on. So you can use some of these as well. Okay, the next thing is very important in text mining, and it's called term document matrices. And there should be a way to do this in the TM package, otherwise it really wouldn't be much of a text mining package, because this is the kind of heart of text mining, or typical standard text mining anyway. or at least one type of text mining. Okay, so we'll come back to that next.